Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking y'all along a rainy day, tackle my to-do list. I have lots to get done today, so I am pushing forward to get it done. I know that on rainy days, I need so much motivation because I just feel like being lazy and not doing anything. So I'm just going to push myself to get through the day. And I hope that today's video can motivate you to get up and tackle your day. And I'm also going to be sharing my new workout routine. It has been so hard for me. I've been struggling with working out daily with no workout equipment. I don't have any weights or a yoga mat or really any space to even work out. I have to move my coffee table in order to have space to exercise. And exercising is something that I want to do daily. Even if it's just a little 20-minute session, I really want it to be something that I incorporate in my daily routine. So I'm going to go ahead and get my dishes done and tidy up the kitchen, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my pre-workout. I am excited to share this pre-workout with you guys. It is so good. I have yet to find one that tastes good, and this one is so good. If y'all like Alani, the Alani energy drinks, I love Alani energy drinks, and this one is the Blue Slush. And I just take about half a scoop in my glass of water, and I will drink this about 20 to 30 minutes before I exercise. So while I'm drinking my Alani, I'm going to go ahead and wash some fruit. I had some strawberries and some blackberries in the fridge. So I just soak those in a bowl of white vinegar for about 20 to 30 minutes or so. And then I'll rinse those off and store those in mason jars. So we will be getting back to that here in just a little bit. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and make my bed, get my laundry done, and start working out. So I have the most time to exercise while my baby is taking a nap. My 4-year-old does some quiet time. He will watch a movie or color, play with Play-Doh, or play on his tablet. He can pick some activities to do while my 1-year-old naps. And Jackson usually naps for about an hour to an hour and a half. So I'm kind of in rush mode here. But I just laid him down for his nap so that I can tidy up my room and get to exercising. So this is my new exercise bike sent over from Costway. And so far, I absolutely love it. I was looking into either a treadmill or an exercise bike, and I settled on the bike because you guys told me you can get more of a full body workout on the bike versus the treadmill. So I just went ahead and went with the bike. The only downfall of any exercise bike is that the seat hurts your butt for the first few weeks, but I've been told that it does get better. But I have incorporated standing and sitting. So if the sitting position just gets very uncomfortable, then I will stand. And also it works your body and your legs more if you stand. And this bike is awesome. It has a phone holder, so I can either watch YouTube or Netflix on my phone, or I have it facing in front of the TV, so I can also watch a 20 or 30 minute episode on Netflix while I ride my bike. And that's kind of how I time my exercise. And I like to change into something comfortable to work out in, and I will have these linked down below. And these are a little bit too snug for me. They actually fit me like a small medium, and I typically wear a large to an extra large, so I would suggest sizing up. And I always wear my shoes on this bike because it has the spikes like a normal bike. So it's just more comfortable if you wear shoes. And also it has a push to stop button. So if you're pedaling and you need help stopping, you just push the little button here in the front and it will stop the bike. Thank you so much, Costway, for sending over your exercise bike and helping me to get motivated to work out daily. After my exercise, if I have time, if Jackson has not woken up yet, then I will rinse off in the shower. And I typically do not wash my hair, but I really wanted to wash my hair. Like, it was just one of those days where my hair just started to feel gross. And while I was in the shower, I just went ahead and washed my hair. But typically I will do this at night after my kids go to bed. And about once a week, I've been trying to get out and just go walk at a park. But it is so challenging when I have the boys. I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and then I also have 2 girls that are in school. But I take the boys to the park to play, but I end up just pushing them on the swings and tending to them versus walking. So I'm so thankful for this bike. I have been wearing these claw clips every single day. These are my favorite ones. I will also link these below if y'all are interested, but I used to wear my hair in a bun, and I just find it so easy to just claw clip my hair. So I'm just putting in a little bit of oil to the ends of my hair to give it a little bit of moisture, and then I'm just going to twist it up, flip it around, and clip it with my claw clip. big nap? So my baby boy just woke up from his nap, and I'm just going to tidy up their room just a little bit. They have been playing in here all morning, and I just try to stay on top of it because at night when they go to bed, this might sound crazy to some people, but I call it fire hazards when your room is completely destroyed. Like if you were to have a fire in the middle of the night, I don't want to be running around the house tripping all over toys, and that's just something that's in the back of my mind that could happen. And it's one of those like intrusive thoughts. When you become a mom, you just have these intrusive thoughts of things that could possibly happen, and they scare me so bad. I hate the intrusive thoughts, but at the same time they always keep me cautious and aware. So before my kids go to bed at night, we always pick up the living room and pick up the toys off the floor and just clear the pathways. So I'm going to go ahead and get these towels started. I have this blue laundry basket that I found at TJ Maxx, and I like it so much better than the laundry basket I had in the floor in front of the washer, because every time I started to do laundry I had to move it out of my way. So I love this one. I just keep it on top of the dryer, and it is for towels. So anytime we have any rags or towels, I just put those on top of the dryer, and then everybody else's dirty laundry, we just keep those in the closets. So now we're going to be headed back into the kitchen so that I can finish up washing my fruit. Those soaked for a while, and I just rinse those off really good, and I don't even taste the vinegar. I just soak those in about half a cup to a cup of white vinegar and the rest water, and rinse them off really well, and then I pat them dry with a hand towel or a paper towel. And I've been storing my fruit in mason jars. I feel like it makes the fruit last so much longer than storing them in plastic. But I love to keep fresh fruit on hand, and especially when the strawberries are already cut, I feel like we just grab those and we will gravitate to eating them more if they're already prepared, and I don't have to cut them every single time before my kids eat them. So I do like to go ahead and get those prepared. So all I have to do is get a handful out and put it on their plate for breakfast or lunch or a side for dinner.
I've been running most of my life, blowing smoke everywhere around. I've been searching, but I can't seem to find someone that can hold me through the night.
So now we are headed into the living room. Y'all, my house gets like this every single day. It's just a part of being a mama with littles. Like I said, my kids do help me clean up at the end of the day. We all have jobs to do. They all help me clean up. But today I'm just doing a quick tidy up, and I kind of do this once or twice a day. I call it a 10-minute tidy up, where I just kind of go through my house and tidy up the floor, pick things up, and sometimes I'll walk around with a laundry basket, and any toys that are down the hallway, in the living room, in the kitchen, I just throw it all in a laundry basket and sort through it later. But I'm going ahead and picking up the living room so that I can vacuum. Jackson was eating some crackers, and there ended up being some crushed up crackers in the floor, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. Something that I feel like is important to speak about is when you make a to-do list for yourself, try to not give yourself more than you can get done in a day. And if there are things on your list that you didn't get crossed off, there's always tomorrow. You can finish your tasks the next day. And a rule that I give myself is to not put more than 10 things on a to-do list for one day, because you don't want to overdo it or expect too much out of yourself. So there were just a few things that I didn't get to on my to-do list on this day, which is perfectly fine. I just finished those tasks up the next day. So I did go ahead and give my 4-year-old Nolan his bath. That's why he's in his pajamas. Those little Buzz Lightyear pajamas are from Walmart. They're so cute. But next, I'm going to be giving Arabella her bath, and then I will give the baby his bath, and then Adeline always showers last. I'm going to go ahead and get started on some dinner before I finish up with bath time. It becomes a lot when you do 3 baths by yourself, and often I will put the boys in the tub together, but sometimes my 4-year-old will request to do a bath by himself. He just likes to have the tub to himself and play for a little bit, and so sometimes I just do 3 separate baths. So for dinner tonight, I am making something that I make quite often. It is meatloaf meatballs. It's just a creative way to make meatloaf. Instead of doing a whole meatloaf, you just kind of make the meatloaf into meatballs, and it's also something super easy to serve since it's already made into balls. All you have to do is scoop them up and plop them onto a plate. I'm also making some homemade mashed potatoes. So I've learned to go ahead and make my breadcrumbs first. You can also buy already made breadcrumbs, but I always make my own breadcrumbs with bread, and the breadcrumbs work best if you use like day-old bread. Not really like old expired bread, but bread that's not super soft and fresh. But anyways, I just roll that up and make my crumbs, and I like to do this first so that I'm able to reach back into the bowl without it being into a wet consistency, and make sure that all of my breadcrumbs are crumbled up. I'm going to add some egg, some Worcestershire sauce, and some ketchup, and my seasonings. If y'all are interested in the way that I make my meatloaf meatballs, then you can screenshot the recipe down below in my description box.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like to be the one that he comes to when he wants to dance? And I wonder what's that like? I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I got him on my mind.
I think what it is about rainy days is that it's just so gloomy, and it makes your house dark, and it just makes you want to sleep and just be lazy. So that's why my house looks so gloomy in today's video. But I'm going to go ahead and unload the dishwasher where I put those in this morning. And I'm a clean as I go kind of person. So while I'm cooking dinner, I'm constantly in the kitchen making sure everything is put away when I'm done with it, doing the dishes while I'm cooking, and just doing all the things at once. And I think that is such a funny thing that mamas can do it all with a baby on her hip, but if you give a dad a baby, then his excuse is he couldn't do it because he had the baby. I know that's not the case for all dads and all men, but most husbands and most daddies, that is the excuse. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my homemade mashed potatoes. So I just boil those until they're soft, and then I will add in some butter and a splash of milk to make those creamy, and then just add some salt and pepper, and they are so good. You can also add in some garlic if you like garlic potatoes, but I don't do that specifically just because my kids don't like the garlic potatoes. I personally love garlic mashed potatoes. They are so good. And I also like to top our mashed potatoes with shredded cheese and peas. And for my sweet peas, I just add a can of drained peas to a pan, add a spoonful of butter, and just a tiny dash of sugar, and they are so delicious.
We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, yeah. Or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter, yeah. It's too late not to let it go, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get
So I have been told that you can pour grease down the sink as long as you do it with hot water and Dawn dish soap. And I did that in a video, and a lot of you guys were like, you shouldn't pour grease down your drain. So I've started putting a bowl in my sink, lining it with the foil from the pan that I was already using that I covered my meatballs with. I just went ahead and reused that foil and put it in the bowl and poured my grease in it. And then when it cools, I just throw it in the trash. So I finally got all my kiddos bathed and in the bed, and I'm just going to finish up those towels that we started earlier. And I've learned that if I just fold these directly out of the dryer, then it will get done faster versus throwing them in a laundry basket and then they end up sitting there until the next day. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and found it motivational. I love y'all so much, and I hope y'all are subscribed so you don't miss my next one. See you soon.